we got to talk about that money. That money, that big, big money. Y'all, we found out last week, Robert Downey, the Russos, the dream team is back together again. Now, was this a desperate move? Was it genius? My answer is yes to both. It was desperate and it was genius because they sat here and acted like they didn't have any other creative way but to go back to the well that has only given them $2 billion movies plus and one of the most bankable Marvel stars that they've ever had with Robert Downey Jr. But as y'all have known, and we've talked about this before, Robert Downey had a clause in his contract. Now, I don't know if this has changed after SAG-AFTRA or not, but he had a clause in his contract where he was making a lot of buku money off the back end. So he would take his fee up front, but on the back end, anytime he was in Avengers, anything, any Avengers movie with Robert Downey Jr., this man was going to get paid. He was going to get paid for real. So this new article from Variety, they have broken down, according to their sources, what that money, what that contract actually has to offer. And we also find out the real reason why this all went down. So it says here, sources say Marvel is plunking down $80 million for Anthony and Joe Russo to direct Avengers Doomsday and Secret War. That is nuts. That is nuts. Listen, do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if other big name directors who used to look and turn their noses up at Marvel and be like, hey, big head, how's it going? 40 million for both of them? 40 million for what? 80 million? That's basically, if we're talking about splitting it into two movies, that's $20 million per movie for each of them individually. What? Now, directors might get a couple million here. I forget what Christopher Nolan got. I think he had gotten like maybe 10 million or something. Yo, Marvel is pushing that. It reminds me of like in sports, you know, when you had a salary cap and all this stuff, and you know, one QB gets 100 million, then another QB get 150 million. And okay, well, if they got 150, then I need 200 million. Yo, now here's the thing though. A lot of people don't have the Russo brothers track record. They deserve that money. They could sit here and say, you can't give me regular money because I did nothing but give you James Cameron level, like, just performance. James Cameron is the only one that can walk in anywhere and be like, give me $40 million by myself. Why? I'm about to give you Avatar 15. That's going to make $5 billion. He's the only one that can really do that. But within Marvel, the Russos are the only ones, you know, and I said this before too. Somebody quote me for this for the future. Listen, the Russo brothers, each Avengers movie will make at minimum $2 billion. Minimum. Minimum. That's baseline. I told y'all Deadpool's gonna make minimum 800 million and they're gonna hit $1 billion. Avengers 5 with Robert Downey, $2 billion. They might hit $1 billion in the first week. They might just do that in the first week. Keep in mind, Deadpool just did 600 million and they're rated R. There are a whole bunch of kids and people that are under 16 that did not get to go see it, you know, by themselves. I went to the movies just the other day, saw a bunch of kids, and they was like, hey, man, hey, what movie you going in to go see? I went to go see something else, but I know they was trying to go see Deadpool. Yo, this is nuts. But anyway, so shout out to the Russos. I'm glad they're getting their money, and it's well-deserved. It's well-deserved. I already told y'all they would be the safest bet for Marvel to get an automatic win. Automatic. Now, it does say here, The Russos deal does not include back-end compensation, but it does contain performance escalators that kick in at the 750 million and 1 billion threshold. These dudes finna get paid. These dudes finna get paid. They already got stipulations, just like athletes. Oh, hey, once you score 1,000, yards, or once you I don't know, once you catch 100 balls, you're gonna get an extra million or something. These dudes are finna get paid. That's it. 750, 1 billion. They gonna get that in a week. That's it. I want to know what y'all gonna get when y'all get to 2 billion. What y'all gonna get when you get to 2.5 billion. It's all possible. This is easy work. Easy work. These dudes got their money, but now we got to talk about Downey. But Downey, his deal is also filled with perks that include a private jet travel, dedicated security, and a whole trailer encampment. Yo, they made this man Tony Stark in real life. They say you gonna get the Marvel jet. They say, yo, let this man fly on the 616 jumbo jet. You know that's what they call it too. What? They gave him his own jet, his own security. They gave this man Secret Service. He probably got real life Doom bots on his detail. And first of all, I had to look up trailer encampment because I was like, what does that mean? You mean movie trailers? What are you talking about? No. They about to give this man his own trailer, and it's probably going to be in a camp of other trailers. So while all the actors, they might get a little trailer and a little bus and all this. No. They gave this man Latveria for real. Robert Downey Jr. Marvel gave him Latveria. For y'all that don't know, Latveria is the place that Dr. Doom rules over. They gave him a country. They gave him his own little town. Y'all remember in Oppenheimer, when Oppenheimer had to build his whole bomb and everything, and they went to the desert and they built up a whole little thing just for him? That's what Marvel just did for him. And that's just the rumor. Who knows what other crazy stuff this guy's finna get? This guy might buy Disney after this. I don't know. They gave this man a country. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. What else? Downey is by far the highest paid member of the MCU, and pulled down $500 million to $600 million. And that's over all the movies, all the Iron Man movies, Avengers movies, Incredible Hulk, Captain America, Civil War, Spider-Man, Homecoming. My man is paid. My man is 59 years old. He's 59. He already never had to work again. Already was set. You are an actor and you got $500 million that you've made. You don't need help. You're good. Your family is good. This might make him a billionaire. This movie might make him a billionaire. Do we have billionaire actors? I don't know. I don't know like what The Rock is at. I don't know. He might do it. Because here's the thing. He got to get paid also for cameos. We only are talking about the Avengers movies. Y'all know he gonna show up in Fantastic Four in some way, maybe a post-credit scene, maybe at the end. They gonna have to pay him for that. For them 5 little minutes that he did in Spider-Man Homecoming, they paid that man millions of dollars for 5 minutes of work. It says here that the new outings will also be filmed in London beginning in the second quarter of 2025. Now, this is actually smart for Marvel. And this might actually make sense as to why they were able, because some people are probably thinking, like myself, like, yo, y'all spending a whole lot of money on these Avengers films. I mean, to spend 80 million on the Russos and you spending, but and here's the thing. While you're spending all this money on the Russos and Downey, it's already said and reported and rumored that they're going to be like 65, maybe even more characters coming back. That's a lot of actors that you have to pay. Even if they, I mean, we thought Endgame was a lot. Nah, double Endgame. Double Endgame. Remember when on your left, all that's, you remember on your left? Double that. Double that. Look, on your left and on your right. That's how many people potentially will be coming back for these, for maybe the last two or maybe the last Secret Wars movie. That's a hell of a budget. But just because we're gonna be nerdy about it, this reminds me of what happened with Secret Invasion. Shooting in London is actually really advantageous for Marvel because apparently the UK is very generous with these with movie and TV. It says UK's government spring budget on Wednesday. The chancellor of the what is that? Equator? I don't know. Jeremy Hunt revealed a 40% corporate tax relief for film and TV studios through 2034. So they definitely getting a nice bonus, a nice tax write-off or a cash back coupon, buy one, get one free. I don't know. Whatever the London folks are doing, whatever the UK folks are doing, 40%, even if it was 20%, that's a lot of money to come back to you. Whew. So I could see that as being their way of getting their money back, I suppose, for the Downey and the Russo brothers. That makes a little bit more sense. So, as I've been saying multiple times, for all those people that are like, you don't know what's going to happen. Again, I'm going off of the information that has been given to us. And it was said here that adding to the angst of the Burbank lot, the entire future Avengers arc that centered on villain Kang had to be scrapped. Let me read that again. The entire future Avengers arc that centered on Kang had to be scrapped amid Jonathan Majors' legal troubles. Here's something I think we need to point out, because a lot of people just like to say things, and I want y'all to be informed when you say them. It says Marvel's parent company, Disney, cut ties with Majors hours after he was convicted of assault and harassment stemming from an altercation with his girlfriend at the time. So, can we please stop saying it was Marvel? Now, I thought it was Marvel too, but according to this report, it's saying Disney gave probably the command to cut ties with Jonathan Majors. Now, this is not the first time that this has happened where the powers that be that run Marvel go above Kevin Feige. They probably issued that whole demand to get rid of him. Same thing happened with James Gunn, where they was like, nah, get rid of him. And that wasn't even their decision. It wasn't Marvel's decision. Let's not forget, similar negativity happened with ScarJo. Remember, it was Disney, Bob Chapek, that threw ScarJo under the bus. That wasn't Kevin Feige. That wasn't Marvel Studios. So, you know, let's kind of point the finger where it is needed to be pointed at. That was a Disney decision. We have no information to say that it was a Marvel decision to get rid of Jonathan Majors. Even though I still put some blame on Marvel for skipping and scrapping the Kang storyline. I think that it's fiction. You have all the creativity in the world. Y'all still could have made something happen with that. We finally found out the real reason why this all came together. We found out why, at least according to this report, why the Russos came back, what's up with Downey and all of that. So it was already said that, you know, Kevin Feige was interested in bringing RDJ back. He was already on board with it for a while, but RDJ, which, you know, I think it's safe to say my man's got some pull, okay, especially at Marvel. He was like, nah, I ain't coming back unless I got this one demand. And it says here, sources say Downey agreed to come back to the MCU if the Russo brothers would return. And this source says they were the only ones he would work with. And they made sure to put that in the deal making. So the only reason we got the Russos back was because of Robert Downey Jr. Now, Robert has a very interesting past, of course. He got his job by being looked out for by Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau looked out for him and got him, right? or he at least pled for his case. But here's the thing. Also, Terrence Howard also looked out for and vouched for Robert Downey. Now, Downey didn't return the favor, allegedly, according to Terrence, but people helped him out. Also, Downey, as he started to make that Iron Man money early on, he started to see his coworkers, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, everybody else was not making a lot of money. You know, Thor, Captain America, they was only making a couple $100,000 while this man was making millions. He negotiated, and he was the reason that got a lot of his co-stars pay bumps. So Robert Downey, even though Terrence Howard might disagree, he has been looking out for other people, and it looks like the Russos were no different. You have got to be oblivious and just naive if you don't think that Robert Downey is not set for life. After these Avengers movies, you mean to tell me that Downey ain't finna have a couple jobs, a couple movies with the Russo brothers? They have their own production studio. They make their own movies. Downey is set for life. My man he's literally set for life. He's fine. He just won an Oscar, and I think he's doing a stage play. And I believe he might be up in contention for winning an Emmy for some other HBO show or whatever. This dude finna eat. I'm sorry. He's finna feast for the rest of his life. He's set. But anyway, guys, what do you think about this crazy amount of money that Robert Downey is clearly about to make? The fact that they got this man on Air Force 616. What do you think about the fact that, you know, the Russo brothers only came back thanks to Downey basically leveraging that? And whatever else you guys think about these, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.